Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have everything under control while others struggle to catch up? The difference is not in talent, not in luck, but in the way they start their day. The first battle of the day is between you and your alarm clock. It's between comfort and commitment. And every morning you get to choose, do you rise or do you snooze? When you wake up early, you gift yourself time to breathe, to think, to grow. The world is still quiet, the distractions are asleep, and in that silence you find clarity. You see, the morning doesn't just wake up the world, it wakes up your dreams, your purpose, and your passion. But let me tell you something, waking up early is not just about the clock, it's about mindset. If you wake up with complaints, your day will be heavy. If you wake up with gratitude, your day will be powerful. The sun does not ask permission to shine, it just rises. And so should you. Your goals, your ambitions, your happiness, everything depends on what you do with the first few hours of your day. Own your time and you will own your life. So tomorrow morning when the alarm rings, don't fight it. Embrace the morning, embrace the struggle, and embrace the success that follows. Because the world belongs to those who rise before it does. Wake up, stand up, and shine. The way you start your morning sets the tone for the entire day. It is the foundation upon which everything else is built. When you wake up early, you give yourself an opportunity to prepare, to reflect, and to take charge of your life before the world demands your attention. The morning is not just a time of day, it is a mindset. It is a chance to set your intentions, to align yourself with your goals, and to approach the day with clarity and purpose. Many successful people attribute their achievements to the discipline of rising early, using those quiet hours to work on themselves before the rest of the world wakes up. When the world is still asleep, the air feels fresher, the mind is clearer, and distractions are minimal. It is in this stillness that great ideas are born, that deep thinking happens, and that true focus is achieved. Without the noise of the day clouding your judgment, you can think freely and plan strategically. Waking up early allows you to move at your own pace rather than feeling rushed. Instead of jumping straight into work or responsibilities, you have time to center yourself, whether through meditation, exercise, journaling, or simply enjoying a peaceful cup of tea. These moments of calm and control can make all the difference between a stressful, chaotic day and a productive, fulfilling one. The morning holds the power to reset your mind and body. No matter how yesterday went, today is a new opportunity. Each sunrise is a reminder that you can start fresh, make different choices, and step closer to the life you want. The first few hours of the day are when your willpower is strongest, your energy is at its peak, and your ability to make positive decisions is highest. If you begin the day with discipline by waking up early, avoiding distractions, and focusing on what truly matters, you set a pattern for success that continues throughout the day. But if you start the morning in a rush, hitting the snooze button repeatedly, checking social media the moment you open your eyes, or scrambling to get things done, you allow chaos to take control. Successful people do not wake up early because they love losing sleep. They do it because they understand the value of those quiet, undisturbed hours. The most influential minds in history have been early risers, people who understood that greatness is cultivated in the moments when the world is silent. Whether it is using the morning for reading, self-improvement, goal setting, or physical fitness, what you do in those first few hours determines the course of the day. A productive morning leads to a productive day, and a productive day leads to a successful life. The energy you bring into the morning stays with you. If you wake up feeling sluggish and unmotivated, that energy follows you throughout the day. But if you wake up feeling determined, refreshed, and ready to take on the world, nothing can stand in your way. Morning habits shape who you are. A person who wakes up early with a clear plan for the day is already ahead of someone who wakes up late and rushes through everything. Consistency in rising early builds mental strength, resilience, and self-discipline, qualities that separate those who succeed from those who struggle. Each morning is a new opportunity, a new beginning, and a fresh start. It is not about simply waking up early, it is about waking up with purpose. When you embrace the power of the morning, you take control of your time, your mindset, and ultimately your life. The first few hours of your day are the most valuable, and how you spend them will determine everything that follows. Self-discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements, the difference between success and regret. It is the ability to choose what needs to be done over what is easy or comfortable. Comfort is tempting, it is warm, familiar, and effortless, but it is also the enemy of progress. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you push your dreams further away. Growth begins the moment you step out of your comfort zone and embrace the struggle that comes with self-discipline. It is not an easy path, but it is the only path that leads to greatness. The mind constantly seeks comfort. It tells you to sleep a little longer, to take a break when things get tough, to delay the work for another day. But success is not built on comfort, it is built on sacrifices, on pushing through when your body and mind beg you to stop. The most successful people in the world are not the most talented or the luckiest, they are the ones who mastered the art of self-discipline. They wake up early even when they don't feel like it. They work hard even when no one is watching. They choose growth over ease, progress over procrastination, and resilience over excuses. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Many people have dreams, but few have the discipline to turn them into reality. It is easy to imagine success, but real success comes from consistent effort, even when motivation fades. Motivation is temporary, it comes and goes like the wind. But self-discipline is permanent. It is the fire that keeps burning, the force that keeps you moving forward, even when the journey feels impossible. When you are disciplined, you do not wait to feel motivated. You take action regardless of how you feel. The greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders are not extraordinary people with superhuman abilities. They are ordinary people who made a choice to prioritize self-discipline over comfort. They train when others rest. They work when others relax. They stay focused when others get distracted. The difference between success and failure is often one simple thing: the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Discipline is waking up early, sticking to your goals, resisting distractions, and showing up every single day, no matter what. Comfort is deceptive. It feels good in the moment, but it keeps you stuck. It is easy to sleep in, to skip the workout, to put off that important task, but every time you choose comfort over discipline, you take a step backward. Life rewards those who are willing to push through discomfort. It is in those moments of struggle that strength is built. Every great achievement in history came from someone who refused to choose comfort. The road to success is paved with discipline, consistency, and relentless effort. When you choose self-discipline, you take control of your life. You are no longer a slave to laziness, distractions, or bad habits. You become the master of your own destiny. You realize that the temporary pain of discipline is far less painful than the lifelong regret of not trying. It is not about being perfect, it is about being consistent. It is about making the tough choices every single day, knowing that every sacrifice brings you closer to your goals. At the end of the day, you have two choices: give in to comfort or push yourself towards greatness. One path is easy but leads nowhere. The other is tough but leads to everything you have ever wanted. The choice is yours. Discipline or regret? Growth or stagnation? Success or mediocrity? The answer lies in the daily choices you make. Silence is often misunderstood. In a world that glorifies noise, busyness, and constant movement, silence is seen as emptiness, as something to be filled with distractions. But true power lies in silence. It is in those quiet moments before the storm that clarity is found, strength is built, and purpose is defined. The most successful and disciplined individuals understand that silence is not weakness, it is preparation. The storm represents challenges, struggles, and the unpredictable nature of life. But the silence before it is the time where resilience is shaped, where strategies are created, and where the mind gains the focus needed to face anything that comes its way. In the stillness of the morning, before the world wakes up, there is an opportunity. It is a chance to listen to your own thoughts, to set your intentions, and to align your actions with your goals. When you wake up to silence instead of chaos, you give yourself time to think deeply, to reflect, and to plan. This is not wasted time, it is the foundation upon which success is built. Many people jump into their day without a moment of stillness, rushing from one task to another, never pausing to breathe, to organize their thoughts, or to understand their purpose. They enter the storm unprepared, allowing life to control them instead of taking control of life. The silence before the storm is where discipline is cultivated. It is where you choose to wake up early when the bed feels warm and inviting. It is where you resist distractions and focus on what truly matters. In these moments, you are not just preparing for the day, you are preparing for life. You are strengthening your ability to handle pressure, to face difficulties with a clear mind, and to maintain focus when the world around you is filled with noise. Without this silence, without these moments of discipline, the storm becomes overwhelming, and the mind becomes lost in the chaos. The most powerful individuals in history understood the value of silence. Great leaders, thinkers, and innovators took time away from distractions to listen to their thoughts, to visualize success, and to make decisions with clarity. They did not allow the noise of the world to dictate their actions. Instead, they embraced the silence, knowing that it would give them the strength to face the storm ahead. This is why morning routines matter. This is why self-discipline is crucial. Because when the storm arrives, and it always does, only those who have prepared in the silence will be able to stand tall and face it. Silence is not emptiness, it is energy being stored, focus being sharpened, and power being gathered. It is the deep breath before the battle, the calm before the breakthrough, and the moment of stillness before transformation. When you embrace silence, you become unstoppable. You no longer fear the storm because you have already won the battle in your mind. You are not reacting to life, you are leading it. Those who do not understand the power of silence will always be caught off guard by the storm. They will be unprepared, overwhelmed, and lost in the chaos. But those who respect the silence, who use it to sharpen their vision and strengthen their discipline, will step into the storm with confidence, knowing that they have already faced it in their minds. The greatest victories are not won in the middle of the battle, they are won in the moments of preparation before it begins. The silence before the storm is where success is truly born. Gratitude is a choice, a mindset, and a way of life. It is the ability to see the good in every situation, to recognize the blessings that surround you, and to shift your focus from what is lacking to what is already present. Too often, people wake up complaining, focusing on what they do not have, what is going wrong, or what they wish were different. This habit of grumbling drains energy, clouds judgment, and keeps them stuck in a cycle of negativity. But when gratitude takes the place of complaints, everything changes. The way you start your day influences the way you live your life, and choosing gratitude over grumbling sets the tone for success, fulfillment, and inner peace. It is easy to complain. It takes no effort to find faults, to point out what is missing, or to dwell on problems. The human mind naturally leans toward negativity, always searching for what is wrong instead of appreciating what is right. But gratitude requires discipline. It demands a conscious decision to rise above negativity, to find joy in small moments, and to acknowledge that even in difficult times, there is something to be thankful for. It is in gratitude that strength is found. The person who starts their day with complaints feels burdened, stressed, and defeated before even beginning. But the person who wakes up with gratitude feels empowered, light, and ready to take on whatever comes their way. Success, happiness, and fulfillment are not found in the absence of problems, but in the presence of gratitude despite them. Life is not perfect, and it never will be. There will always be struggles, setbacks, and challenges, but how you respond to them determines everything. A grateful person sees difficulties as lessons, obstacles as opportunities, and setbacks as stepping stones. They do not waste time grumbling about what went wrong. They focus on what can be learned and how to move forward. This mindset does not just change the way they see life, it changes the way life responds to them. Gratitude attracts abundance. The more you appreciate what you have, the more life gives you to be grateful for. It is not just a spiritual concept, it is a psychological and scientific truth. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude daily experience higher levels of happiness, better health, stronger relationships, and greater success. When you shift your focus from complaining to appreciating, your energy changes, your confidence grows, and your ability to handle challenges improves. Gratitude fuels resilience, allowing you to rise above difficulties rather than be defeated by them. Even in the smallest moments, gratitude has the power to transform your life. The warmth of the sun, the breath in your lungs, the ability to move, to think, to dream, these are things many take for granted, but are blessings beyond measure. When you stop grumbling about what you lack and start recognizing what you have, you realize how much abundance already exists in your life. Gratitude brings clarity. It clears away negativity, wipes out unnecessary stress, and reminds you that even on the hardest days, there is still something to smile about. Choosing gratitude over grumbling is a daily decision. It is waking up and saying, I am thankful for this new day, for another chance, for the opportunities ahead. It is facing challenges with the belief that there is something to be gained from every experience. It is appreciating the journey, not just the destination. Life is not about waiting for the perfect moment to be happy. It is about finding happiness in the present moment, despite imperfections. The person who embraces gratitude lives lighter, walks taller, and moves forward with confidence, knowing that every day holds something worth celebrating. The sun rises each day with unwavering consistency, bringing light, warmth, and life to everything around it. It does not hesitate, nor does it wait for permission to shine. It simply rises, doing what it was meant to do, fueling the world with energy and purpose. There is a lesson in that. Just as the sun powers the earth, you have the power to fuel your own life with energy, determination, and passion. The same force that drives the sun to rise, shine, and sustain life exists within you. You are not meant to stay in the shadows, to hesitate, or to dim your light. You are meant to rise with purpose, to embrace your strength, and to radiate energy in all that you do. Every morning, the sun reminds you that a new day is an opportunity. It does not matter what happened yesterday. The sun does not carry the weight of the past. It does not look back, nor does it wait for ideal conditions. It rises regardless of circumstances, regardless of whether it is welcomed or ignored. You too have that power within you. The energy you bring into your day determines the experiences you attract, the progress you make, and the way the world responds to you. If you wake up with enthusiasm, ready to take on the day, you set the tone for success. But if you wake up sluggish, uninspired, and hesitant, that energy lingers, shaping the way your day unfolds. Energy is not just physical, it is mental, emotional, and spiritual. It is the force that drives action, that pushes you forward, that fuels your dreams. Just as the sun nourishes the earth, your energy nourishes your goals, your relationships, and your personal growth. When your energy is high, you become unstoppable. You move with confidence, you attract positivity, and you make things happen. But when your energy is low, everything feels like a struggle. Procrastination takes over, negativity creeps in, and even the smallest tasks feel overwhelming. The key to success is learning to generate your own energy, just as the sun does. The sun does not rely on external sources to shine. It does not wait for motivation, encouragement, or the right conditions. It simply burns from within, creating its own energy, its own power. The same applies to you. If you wait for the perfect moment, the right inspiration, or ideal circumstances, you will remain stagnant. You must create your own energy, ignite your own fire, and push yourself forward, even when you do not feel like it. Energy is a choice. You can choose to wake up with excitement, to move with purpose, and to face challenges with strength. Or you can choose to stay stuck in hesitation, weighed down by doubt and fear. Everything in life responds to energy. When you bring energy into your work, your relationships, and your personal growth, you see results. Passion, enthusiasm, and persistence are fueled by energy. The people who achieve great things are not necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. They are the ones who wake up every day with the determination to give their best. They do not allow fatigue, setbacks, or doubts to stop them. They rise like the sun, shining with confidence, resilience, and an unshakable belief in their purpose. You have the same power within you. You are not meant to live a life of low energy, of hesitation, of small steps. You are meant to rise, to shine, and to pour your energy into everything you do. The sun does not question its purpose, it simply does what it was created to do. And so should you. Each day is an opportunity to step into your power, to bring your best energy, and to make the most of the time you have. When you align yourself with the energy of the sun, you stop waiting, stop doubting, and start living fully. The world needs your light, so rise, shine, and fuel your life with unstoppable energy. Time is the most valuable resource you will ever have. It is the one thing you cannot earn back once it is gone. Every second that passes is a second you will never get again. Yet so many people live as if time is unlimited, wasting hours, days, and even years on distractions, procrastination, and meaningless activities. They allow time to slip through their fingers, waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or the right mood to take action. But those who understand the value of time know that to own their life, they must first own their time. Owning your time means taking full responsibility for how you spend each moment. It means understanding that every day is a chance to build the life you want, to make progress, and to move closer to your goals. No one else will do it for you. If you do not take control of your time, someone else will. The world is filled with distractions, demands, and obligations that can easily pull you away from your purpose. Without discipline, it is easy to fall into the trap of living by other people's schedules, reacting to life instead of leading it. Every successful person, every great leader, and every high achiever has one thing in common: they protect their time. They do not waste it on things that do not serve their purpose. They do not spend hours scrolling through social media, watching endless television, or engaging in meaningless conversations. They prioritize what truly matters. They understand that time is a currency, and how they invest it determines the quality of their life. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not luck, intelligence, or talent, it is how they manage their time. When you own your time, you stop making excuses. You stop saying you do not have time to work on your goals, to exercise, to read, to learn, or to improve. The truth is, you have the same 24 hours as everyone else. The only difference is how you choose to use them. Waking up early, setting clear priorities, eliminating distractions, and being intentional with your time are the habits that separate achievers from dreamers. Time management is not about filling every minute with work, it is about making sure every minute counts. Procrastination is the thief of time. Every time you delay something important, you are not just pushing it to another day, you are losing time that you can never get back. The longer you wait to take action, the further you drift from the life you want. Success does not come from waiting, it comes from doing. It comes from using every moment wisely, from being present, from focusing on progress rather than perfection. Owning your time also means protecting your energy. Not every task, commitment, or invitation deserves your attention. Learning to say no is just as important as knowing when to say yes. The more you respect your time, the more others will respect it too. You do not owe anyone your time if it does not align with your goals, your growth, or your well-being. Time wasted on things that do not matter is time taken away from the things that do. Each day is a fresh opportunity to take control. You can either continue letting time slip away, or you can decide to own it. The clock is always ticking, whether you use your time wisely or not. The choice is yours. The life you want is built in the minutes, hours, and days that you control. Own your time and you will own your future. Own your time and you will own your life.